Welcome from Hamburg. We are celebrating 30 years of Microsoft. So, the beginning there was Windows. Windows 3.1 was, I think, the first operating system by Redmond that was not Microsoft DOS. DOS was the system where everything was black. You were typing in what you want to do and then hit enter and it did it. Then we came out with Windows with the first operating system, one of the first operating systems where you had a mouse. You could move that around here and start, for example, your PowerPoint. You didn't have a start bar back then, but you had here your options, your window. You had a few games like Minesweeper, Hearts and Solitaire, and also here PowerPoint, for example. You could do projections if you wanted that, and even Microsoft Access. You can see we have a floppy disk drive here in the front. We have here this little thingy to move around the mouse, left button, right button, and there's no connectors at all except for here the power connector on the side. That's it. As you can see, it's quite a thick device. This is of course not 30 years old, but these were one of the first portable devices, and you can see here on the right even running Windows 95, where a lot of games were appearing, like for example even one game that was really popular in Germany. It's called Moorhuhnjagd, where you were able to move around your mouse here, and once you were clicking you were able to shoot here these little birds, and it was just really fun. The further away they were, the more points you got, because obviously it was then even smaller. But you don't even have a Windows button here on this device, on this old Compaq. Compaq is now an HP company because they were bought, and you can easily go out to Windows somehow. I think if I press Alt F4, the game will close, and you can see here we already had our start button. And here on this device, for example, the mouse was just here, this little pin in the middle which you were able to move around, which is not working anymore. For example, you have to use an external mouse which didn't even have a mouse wheel back then, which is quite interesting. But you have already here your little moving part on the bottom, which would not be imaginable nowadays with modern gaming. And you're able to even change the contrast here on the side of the display. There was so much space here to change that, like for example the brightness, quite easily with really hardware buttons, and even the speakers are here built in. I don't even know if there were speakers here in this Siemens-Nixdorf. Both companies don't even exist anymore. That's how fast it can go in the tech business, but Microsoft is still successful with Windows 10. Thank you much for tuning in. This was just a really short look back on how notebooks were looking in the old days, what they were able to do. No speakers, much really clunky, big, heavy devices, but already awesome for people that could afford them, obviously, to work on the go and maybe even game a little bit, but not game too much. Thank you much for tuning in again, and check out more videos, obviously, about more modern products on my YouTube channel coming up every day. Till next time, bye guys.